Hey guys, I have just a second. I wanted to just show you kind of how I do cut my chipboard. Okay, so I started out with this at 12 by 12, two of them, okay? And I cut the first ones off and I thought, you know what, let me just show everybody how I do this really quickly. So one thing I use is a T-ruler. I have really started getting really nice, straighter, much straighter cuts using the T-ruler. Okay, so first I went through, this has to be 10 3/4 across this way. So I put my T-ruler on, and I just marked my 10 3/4, and I moved, you know, all up and down. Then I put my T-ruler here, made a line, and cut, which I'll show you how I do that. So that's how I got the first cut. Now I'll show you now going this way. So this is my 10 3/4, which is the top and the bottom. Now this is again 12 inches long. I need it to be 7 inches. So I just went ahead. Is this the one? No, this is not the one I made marks on. So I'm just going to go ahead and just move my T-ruler along, making sure that I'm actually keeping the T-ruler on this sheet very very smooth and lined up. I do have both sheets on together, but my T-ruler is just deep enough that it catches the one, so I'm not really worried about that. And I just make my marks all up and down my sheet. Then I put my T-ruler across and line them up with the marks, so that when I do my pencil line, let me get this off of here. When I do my pencil line, then I'm going to end up with a nice straight mark. And not all your pencil lines, because that you are just kind of making a line from a, you know, you're just kind of freestyling it, that, you know, it's gonna get close. But the thing is it's gonna be straight. It might not be exact, but it's gonna be straight. And that's the biggest thing for me, is that I, you know, if it's an 1/8 of an inch difference, or a 1/32 of an inch difference, it's fine, as long as it's the same all the way down. And that's what's big for me. Okay, so I drew my line. Now this is an old cutter that I have, and I don't know, yeah, you can see my line here. And let me get the cutter up here. So let's see, I'm gonna back out. Whoops, I'm going to back out a little bit so that you can see this. I know now you can see my tripod legs, and I know that's bothers some of you. So I'm going to try and work through that. Okay, so now I'm taking my line, and I am lining it up with the cut line in on the cutter. And I'm making sure that the cut line on this top part is lining up where the cutter blade is going to go. So I know that with this cutter blade I am going to get a straight line. So now I'm going to close this up. I'm going to make sure that I'm holding these, because they'll move, and I'm going to make sure that I have pulling straight down, and I'm not wobbling this from side to side. I'm pulling straight down. And I just do it once. Now I know that's not going to cut through every layer, which is fine. I just did it once. Now I'm going to take, this is my fancy, people spend a lot of money on these things, but I like this one. And I'm just going to find the cut line right here. And I'm just about ready to lose you, I think. I'm going to find my cut line, and I'm going to go just right down where that blade went, made that mark. Oop, that one came out. You have to kind of be careful at the very beginning that you're getting in the line that you originally made, and just go slow. And there we go. And you're just going to do that until you cut all the way through. There we go. And I know I'm going to lose you guys here in a minute. And that's it. And then you're just going to take your other piece, oops, and draw a line. You can just run this right along the edge and do it again. And you'll have perfectly cut ones every time. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.